If you're over 60 and still waking up at night clutching your legs in pain, know this. It's not just a part of getting older, it's a warning sign, and most people are brushing it off. These cramps aren't random. They're your nervous system sending out an urgent message. Something's off. And in most cases, the root is hidden in your daily diet. What you're eating, or more importantly, what you're not eating, is quietly draining your strength, disturbing your sleep, and shrinking your steps. But here is the good news. This can be reversed, naturally. In just the next few minutes, you're going to discover 3 powerful foods that don't just stop cramps. They rebuild leg strength, restore blood flow, and flood your body with the minerals it's silently begging for. Stick with this until the very end. Because the final food we'll reveal is the one nearly 90% of seniors overlook, and it could completely transform how your legs feel in just a matter of days. Let's begin where recovery starts, with avocados, a natural source of potassium and magnesium balance. For decades, avocados were ignored. They weren't sugary, they weren't juicy. And back in the era when low-fat was gospel, they weren't even considered healthy. But now, both science and lived experience are catching up to what many traditional cultures have known for generations. Avocados are medicinal, especially for older adults. They are not just trendy, not just toppings for toast. They are a nutritional powerhouse, crafted by nature to calm the body, stabilize the nervous system, and replenish what time slowly takes away. Let's begin with what matters most after 60, muscle function and nerve integrity. As we age, our electrolyte balance becomes fragile. Potassium drains faster. Magnesium levels dip silently. And without enough of these 2 essential minerals, your muscles begin to rebel. You feel cramps, twitches, spasms, sharp and sudden, yanking you out of sleep at 2 a.m., or a tightening in the calf when you're just walking down the hall. These aren't accidents, they're alarms. Signals from your nervous system that your electrolyte reserves are running low. This is where avocados come in, naturally, powerfully, and without side effects. Just 1 avocado contains more potassium than a banana, nearly 700 milligrams, and without the sugar surge. Bananas, while helpful, release a rush of glucose into your bloodstream. That can lead to insulin spikes, especially in older adults who are less physically active. Avocados are different. Their minerals come packaged in healthy fats, monounsaturated fats that stabilize blood sugar, ease inflammation, and nourish the heart. And then there's magnesium, the quiet hero most people are dangerously low on. Magnesium doesn't just support better sleep and lower stress. It's also the key to muscle relaxation. Without it, muscles remain tight. Your back feels stiff. Your legs drag. Even your heartbeat may stutter, because magnesium helps regulate the rhythm of your heart. On avocados, they're one of the rare foods that give you both potassium and magnesium in a natural ratio your body actually understands. Nutritional psychology now confirms what many have felt intuitively for years. When your cells are properly nourished, your entire being shifts, your mood lifts, your mind sharpens, you feel less reactive, less foggy, more rooted in the present. Because food isn't just fuel, it's feedback. So how should you eat avocados to get the full benefit? The answer: keep it simple. Half an avocado with a pinch of sea salt and a drizzle of olive oil, mashed into a slice of sprouted grain toast. Blended into a green smoothie with spinach and unsweetened almond milk. Sliced over a salad with a fresh squeeze of lemon. Just avoid deep frying it or mixing it with sugary dressings. The goal is clean, steady nourishment, not confusion. A smart daily target? Half an avocado. That's all it takes to begin restoring critical minerals without tipping your calorie scale. And if you can pair it with a handful of dark leafy greens or raw nuts in the same meal, even better. Your body will absorb even more of the nutrients it needs. In short, avocados are not a trend. They're a tool, a daily ally against cramps, fatigue, brain fog, and physical frailty. And they come with no side effects, no expiration date of usefulness, just bioavailable nutrition, delivered gently, just as nature intended. So next time you feel stiff or sluggish, don't reach for sugar, reach for substance. Reach for something that supports your body, not something that merely stimulates it. Because at this stage of life, every single meal is a choice. Do I inflame my body, or do I calm it? And with avocados, that choice becomes simple. Now let's move to the next game changer. Sweet potatoes, the natural electrolyte restorer. Sweet potatoes are so much more than a vibrant side dish. For older adults, they're one of the most underrated but powerful sources of deep cellular restoration. Not just because of their fiber or comforting flavor, but because of their mineral profile. Sweet potatoes are rich in magnesium, potassium, and calcium, the three minerals most responsible for keeping your muscles moving, your nerves firing, and your body grounded with every step you take. Let's break it down. When your muscles cramp, whether it's in your calves at 3 a.m., your feet during a simple walk, or your lower back after sitting, it's often not just dehydration. It's electrolyte depletion. Your cells need a delicate trio: magnesium to help muscles relax, potassium to support smooth contractions, calcium to transmit the nerve signals that coordinate them all. When even one of these is off balance, your body sounds the alarm in the form of pain, stiffness, twitching, or a sudden sense of weakness. Unlike many supplements, which come in poorly absorbed pill form, sweet potatoes deliver these minerals in a natural, harmonious package. A food your body instantly recognizes, processes, and puts to use. But it gets even better. Sweet potatoes provide complex carbohydrates, not fast-burning sugar, and that's critical for seniors. As we age, our insulin response weakens. Blood sugar spikes become harder to regulate. The last thing your body needs is a sugar bomb that leads to a crash or triggers inflammation. Unlike white potatoes, sweet potatoes sit lower on the glycemic index. They break down gradually, delivering sustained energy, not a roller coaster of highs and lows that leave you foggy, fatigued, or emotionally frayed. For those who deal with muscle fatigue, post-activity soreness, or the dreaded midnight leg cramps, sweet potatoes offer support on multiple levels. Their potassium content helps replenish what's lost after walking, sweating, or daily movement. Their magnesium calms tense muscle fibers and lowers the risk of spasms. And their complex carbs help rebuild glycogen, your muscle's stored energy source. Pair all that with their natural anti-inflammatory compounds, and you've got a full-spectrum food that doesn't just nourish, it repairs, move better, rest deeper, recover faster. That's what sweet potatoes make possible. But their benefits extend far beyond muscle support. Sweet potatoes are also an excellent source of beta-carotene, the antioxidant that transforms into vitamin A, a nutrient essential for eye health, skin repair, and immune resilience. As we age, vision naturally fades, skin regeneration slows, immune defenses weaken. But beta-carotene stands in the way of that decline. It protects the retina. It supports night vision. It reinforces the mucous membranes that defend your respiratory and digestive systems. In other words, every bite of sweet potato is a quiet act of resistance against aging. And they're a friend to your gut, too. The natural fiber in sweet potatoes acts like a gentle broom, sweeping your digestive tract clean while feeding the beneficial bacteria that regulate everything from digestion to mental clarity. If bloating, constipation, or irregularity have crept into your routine, especially if you're on medications, sweet potatoes can restore comfort and consistency to your daily rhythm. Now, let's talk about how to prepare them, because method matters. Boiling can leach nutrients into the water, especially if they're overcooked. But steaming, roasting, or baking, these techniques preserve their mineral profile and enhance their natural flavor, without needing to drown them in butter or sugar. A drizzle of olive oil and a pinch of sea salt is often all it takes. Want to turbocharge the anti-inflammatory power? Mash them with turmeric and black pepper. That combo doesn't just taste incredible, it supports joint health, reduces stiffness, and soothes systemic inflammation from the inside out. Sweet potatoes also pair beautifully with healthy fats, which help absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A and E. Try a few slices of avocado, a spoonful of tahini, or a sprinkle of ground flaxseed. These simple additions transform a humble root vegetable into a functional recovery tool for your muscles, your joints, and your nervous system. For best results, aim for 3 to 4 servings per week. That's enough to maintain steady levels of magnesium and potassium, support smooth digestion, and reduce those frustrating muscle flare-ups that so often get blamed on just getting older. But here's the truth. Aging doesn't mean you have to feel stiff or depleted. In many cases, the real issue isn't age. It's undernourishment. Not a lack of calories, but a lack of deep cellular nutrition. Sweet potatoes offer that kind of depth. They're not exotic. They're not expensive. But they are medicinal in the most functional, honest sense. And unlike pills or powders, made in a lab, your body already knows how to use them. It digests them gently, absorbs their minerals fully, and it thanks you, not with fanfare, but with calmer muscles, steadier energy, sharper focus. So the next time your legs cramp or your body aches, don't just rub the pain. Rebuild from the inside out. Reach for food that restores. Reach for what's been growing underground for centuries, waiting to support you right now, because sometimes healing doesn't come in a bottle. It comes from a sweet orange root, cooked with intention. Eaten with care. Next up, pumpkin seeds, the cramp-fighting super snack. They're small, easy to overlook, usually sold in plastic bags or scooped from the hollow of a pumpkin and tossed aside. Pumpkin seeds, or pepitas as they're often called, are one of the most powerful, concentrate tools you can add to your daily routine to fight muscle cramps, improve sleep, and stabilize your nervous system. They are nature's mineral supplement, tucked inside a humble seed. Simple, accessible, and yet so often overlooked. Let's start with what matters most, magnesium. This single mineral supports over 300 essential biochemical processes in the human body, from muscle contraction to nerve function to deep restorative sleep. And here's the part few people realize. Most adults over 60 are significantly magnesium deficient, not because they don't eat well, but because stress, medications, blood sugar imbalances, and even coffee slowly strip away this vital mineral over time. And when magnesium levels dip too low, the body starts to protest. Tight calves, restless legs, sudden spasms, that annoying twitch in the arch of your foot at 2 a.m. This is where pumpkin seeds shine. Just one small handful, about 1 ounce, can deliver up to 40% of your daily magnesium needs. And unlike synthetic supplements that often pass through the system unabsorbed, the magnesium in pumpkin seeds is bioavailable. That means your body knows exactly what to do with it. No conversion required. No waste. Just real nourishment from real food. But magnesium is only the beginning. Pumpkin seeds are also rich in zinc, another essential mineral that supports immune health, nerve repair, and hormone balance. Zinc becomes harder to absorb with age, yet it's critical to keeping the nervous system calm and responsive. Without enough of it, healing slows, inflammation rises, and you may feel wired but tired. That frustrating state where your body is drained but your mind refuses to rest. A steady intake of pumpkin seeds helps restore equilibrium. It nourishes without overwhelming, calms without sedating. And there's still more. Pumpkin seeds are loaded with antioxidants, including vitamin E and lignans, which reduce oxidative stress, especially in muscles and joints. If you've been waking up stiff, moving slower than usual, or feeling sore after light activity, that's not just aging. That's inflammation and cellular wear. These antioxidants go to work behind the scenes, clearing out waste, calming irritation, and gently rebuilding muscle tissue without overloading your system. One of the most surprising benefits reported by seniors who add pumpkin seeds to their routine is deeper, more restful sleep. Not because pumpkin seeds make you sleepy, but because magnesium supports your brain's melatonin production, the natural hormone that cues the body to rest. Many older adults don't suffer from true insomnia. They suffer from nervous system tension, the kind that prevents full relaxation even in sleep. Pumpkin seeds help melt that tension naturally. The result? Fewer wake-ups, less tossing and turning, and significantly fewer of those painful nighttime leg cramps that strike without warning. They're also an excellent source of healthy fats and plant-based protein, which means they don't just help you recover, they keep you full and energized throughout the day. And let's be honest, many seniors battle with snack cravings between meals. That's often when sugar sneaks in, inviting blood sugar crashes, inflammation, and fatigue. Pumpkin seeds offer a powerful alternative, nourishing, low glycemic, and satisfying without the crash. Just a small handful can balance blood sugar and give your muscles the minerals they crave to stay calm and functional. So how should you eat them? Simple. Keep a small jar of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds in your kitchen. Sprinkle them on your morning oatmeal or yogurt. Toss them into salads for a satisfying crunch. Blend them into smoothies or just snack on them alone when energy dips in the afternoon. No cooking, no prep. Just open, eat, and let your body absorb what it's been missing. Want to take it a step further? Pair your pumpkin seeds with a small piece of fruit or a square of dark chocolate, also rich in magnesium. This pairing delivers steady glucose for muscle energy plus minerals to calm and restore. It's a snack that feeds both the body and the brain. A few key things to keep in mind. Does every bite is a vote for inflammation or for recovery, for decline or for strength? That small handful of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds, it's not a snack, it's a signal, a message to your body that says, I hear you, I'm supporting you. You are not being ignored anymore, but remember, quality and consistency are everything. Choose seeds that are raw or dry roasted without added oils or sodium. Avoid the seasoned varieties. They may taste bold, but they're often drenched in inflammatory oils that undo the very healing you're trying to create. You want food that supports you, not burdens you. And here's the truth most people miss. One handful once a week won't fix a mineral deficiency. But a handful every day? That can rebuild your foundation. That can quiet the twitch in your foot. That can bring peace back to your nights and power back to your stride. You don't need another pill to fix your body. You just need to understand what your body is asking for and offer it in a form it recognizes. And sometimes, that answer is as simple as a seed. Your legs carry your freedom. When they cramp, ache, or feel shaky, it's not because your body is failing, it's because it's speaking. That pain, it's not just discomfort, it's a message, a whisper that something's off inside, and it's been ignored for too long. And here's where most people go wrong. They wait. They wait until it's unbearable, until they can't sleep, until they can't walk without fear, until the pills don't work, until the creams don't help. But the body doesn't need more band-aids. It needs real support. Not from pharmacies, from food, from minerals, from healthy fats, from digestible nutrients that speak the body's native language. Your muscles, your nerves, your bones. They're not asking for magic. They're asking for raw materials. And that starts on your plate. Because healing doesn't begin in hospitals. It doesn't begin in waiting rooms. It begins in your kitchen. The moment you decide to stop dismissing your symptoms as just age, something shifts. Your body begins to respond. It doesn't need perfect. It just needs to feel heard. And best of all, the path to healing is not extreme. It's not expensive. It's not complicated. It's simple food, eaten with consistency and care. A bowl of pumpkin seeds, a sweet potato roasted with turmeric and black pepper, half an avocado with sea salt and olive oil. These aren't trends. These are tools. They work quietly, gently, deeply, from the inside out. But they only work if you use them consistently. That's the secret. Not occasionally. Not when things get bad. But every day. Think of food as medicine. Not the kind you reach for when you're broken, but the kind you take to stay whole. Because magnesium doesn't work if it shows up once a month. Potassium can't restore your muscles if you skip it 5 days in a row. Your body craves rhythm, so give it rhythm. Create a daily ritual that says, today I choose strength. And it's not just what you eat, it's how you eat. Chew slowly, enjoy it fully. Sprinkle pumpkin seeds on oatmeal, on soups, on salads. Make your meals beautiful, functional, and deliberate. Let food be something you look forward to, not something you merely tolerate. And here's the part we often forget. This isn't just about cramps, it's about freedom. Because your legs don't just move your body. They move your life. They carry you through airports, parks, and grocery aisles. They get you to the front door without fear. They let you garden, dance, hike, chase your grandkids. When your legs suffer, your world shrinks. When your legs thrive, your world expands. So don't wait. Not for the walker. Not for the fall. Not for the too late moment. Start now. Feed your legs. Feed your nerves. Feed your future. Not because you're broken, but because you're still in control. You still have the power to reclaim what time has taken, to move through your day with confidence instead of hesitation. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about preserving mobility, and that's what gives life its quality. Not how you look, not how fast you go, but whether or not you can move without fear, sleep without pain, stand without swaying. That's freedom. That's dignity. And that starts at the dinner table. So, if you're serious about thriving past 70, don't chase fads. Don't count calories. Don't fall for the latest gimmick. Just eat like your life depends on it. Because it does.